Merry Christmas, children. It is Christmas Eve, and I'm working on our traditional breakfast that we have every Christmas morning, and that is Rice Krispy treats. So, in my pan, I make a double batch because we snack on them all through the day. So, in my pan, I have a stick of butter. Get away, I'm recording myself. I have a whole 16-ounce bag of marshmallows, the big kind, and then about half of another one. Really, it calls for one 10-ounce bag for one batch, and 16 plus 8 does not equal 20, but I always have extra. I think it's good with a little extra chewy marshmallow in it. So, you have to be super careful with this. I'm heating it on like around a 4.5 on the stove. Goes to a 10 or 5. Well, 4.5. It goes to 9. Right? Yeah. So, I'm heating that just to, it's my peas for Andy's pea salad. Just to have to stir. Melt your butter in your pan first. When it's practically all the way melted, or like just a little bit, then you can add your marshmallows and then stir. I have scorched enough of this to know you have to stir it. If you walk off and leave it, it'll scorch. So I'm going to stir. I'm getting really close, and see I still have a few big lumps of marshmallows in there, but we're getting really close. Now to this I'm going to add a whole box of Rice Krispie treats. It calls for 6 cups. The recipe calls for 6 cups of Rice Krispies cereal. I am going to add a whole box, which is 12 cups, and then I'll have my other box open just in case I need some more. You just kind of gotta stir it till it gets right. When it's right, you'll know it. So this is super close. Start to kind of get those melted down just a little bit more. I have peanut butter. Any kind works. I just so happen to have name brand today because it was on sale. I usually use Kroger brand. In this especially, it really doesn't make a big difference. Stir. You want to keep it nice and white, but if it starts getting tan or brownish, then you're scorching. So make sure that it stays pretty and white, like a marshmallow. Though it does have some butter in it, so it's not going to be pure white, but a nice cream. And I've got a couple of little chunks here. Chop up. You want to have your pan buttered up if you're making one batch. You just need a 9x13 cake pan. If you're making 2 like I'm using my 11x14, and they're going to be thick too, which we kind of like them that way. Alright, I think we are good because time I stir in my peanut butter, you can see, time I get that peanut butter all stirred in, those will get melted down as well. I don't measure peanut butter that I put in here. I just get me some big old scoops, so probably about half a jar actually. Use that's probably about half a cup, 3/4, another big scoop, and let's just go about there. So about halfway. I'm about to right here, right in the middle of my J, my F, with peanut butter. So that looks good. And then you're just going to stir it all in there, and I'm going to take it off the heat. I don't want a chance to get scorching. And then you just got to stir it in. And you notice if you stir it in, your marshmallows gets a little stiffer when you're stirring. So that's why I kind of add a little bit more extra marshmallows when I'm doing this, just because my little things are, and it looks like peanut butter fudge, which basically that's what it is. Marshmallow butter and peanut butter. It's peanut butter fudge. And I got our mixed up there real good. And now I'm going to add my Krispy cereal. This is time to buy the off-brand. And I'm going to add not hardly half my box. Remember, I'm using the whole box, but I want to get it mixed in here because this is where it takes a little muscle. So you stir, you scrape your sides and get all that in there, and get down in them corners of your pan, or the edges of your pan to the corners. Get all that mixed in there. So that's got that really gooey and oopy. So we're going to add the rest of it. Almost the rest. So got a little bit left. And go down in there. This is kind of workout. I'll recommend don't use a plastic spoon for this. Use a solid metal one like this. I don't like this kind. This is the bottom because this kind of moves. It's gonna get all solid metal hand or spoon. Scoop down in there and get it. And I just kind of fold it actually. Scoop in there and then fold it. Scoop around the edges, down sides of the pan, and fold it over. Be careful, my burner's still hot here. Here, fold it over. Fold it over. And like I said, I don't measure my peanut butter, so if you don't like peanut butter, you don't even have to put it in here. It's just been a family tradition for us that we always have peanut butter. So I just like it. It's just so much better, I think, than just having just the sweet marshmallow and the Rice Krispie. So, and ignore how I look because I've been cooking and cleaning today and just not doing a whole lot. All right, as you can see, I definitely need more cereal. Way too stringy. Way too. I'm gonna add this, and just by looking at mine, I kind of got a feeling I'm gonna need some more, but I don't know. We'll just see. So I just flip it in terms. You can watch how I just kind of go in my pan, scrape the edges, and then fold my spoon over like that. Because you don't want to get down in, and I've done this, when you're dipping it out, putting it in your pan, you've got a bunch of just dry Rice Krispies in the bottom. Or a big lump of good marshmallowy peanut butter goodness that's not got anything to go with it. So, I just flip and fold over and over. And I usually will have some on my shirt. By the time it's done real good so far though. In and over, and my spoon bends a little bit on this. This is kind of a workout. You know, you're going to be eating a lot, so, you know, work on those biceps. In and over. Just keep going around and around and around. I'm going to went around my sides pretty good. I'm coming back over the side I've already done. Then I'll just kind of want to just stick my spoon in and just stir in the from the middle up. And mine is super stringy and soupy. Just because, like I said, I always add extra marshmallows. So I'm going to add just a little bit more cereal. Yours is super stringy like mine. And if you take your hand, see there, if you take your hands and there's no way you could really pat that down and make a bar. What's up? I'll wash my hands before I start. Now, if you just want to get them with a bow like this, they'd be fine. I like to always pat ours down. And I'll show you that in a minute. Pat them down. We can cut them out to nice little squares. Just kind of, I don't know how much it was, half a cup of cereal. I'm just turning it up. It's going to string more because it's hot too. As it cools, it won't be that much. And I just fine for mine now. Oh yeah. Alright, we get this last bit here incorporated. And then we're going to turn it out and I'll show you how I pat it down. Looking good. Okay. Alright, there we are. I'll get my pan. If you're just making a single batch, you're just going to want to use a 9x13 cake pan. This is 11x14. So you remember I did make a double. And then some. And I've already got it buttered. Butter the bottom and the sides. Because this is sticky stuff. You want to be able to get it out. And you just scoop it in there. Oh, this is a workout, I tell you. It gets hard, but I did really good. There's no dry Krispies and no big batches of marshmallow in there. And the extra spoon comes in handy and helps you scrape it off. Welcome, Michael. I just got a text from Michael. I made a homemade chocolate pie the other day, and he was over here delivering his Christmas cards that he gives all of his nieces and nephews. So he was here earlier giving his, and I sent him home with a piece of my pie, and he just said that it was delicious. So, thank you, Michael. Okay. And I don't know if it's because growing up poor and all, but I just like to get every bit of it out. I don't like to leave stuff in the pan. Scrape it all out. But I don't have a little one here to eat it for me. Beth, Jessica, and Andrew, you all would eat the scrape from hands. Oh, look. There we go. It's not Christmas. Unless I get some home. Okay. And I'll just get it all out. And don't worry about thinking you're smashing your cereal because you're not. Well, you are, but it's okay. You have to. Okay. And this is cooling off, and you can see it's not as stringy as it once was. And I'm just gonna make it like that. I just good. I forgot to butter my cup. Hang on. Sticky hands. Okay. Now, this is where hubby and I differs. He wishes I would just leave it like this and just cut slices. Pieces. They don't cut good. I like to have a nice cut. So, I'm going to get me just a bottom of a measuring cup, just something. Don't really use glass because you might hit glass with glass and break it or something. So, and I always go to the middle and just kind of push towards the edges. And kind of try to even across the top as I can. See that butter on there? It just slides through. And it doesn't stick to the ooey gooey. And then you can just press on it. You can kind of smooth it out. Oh, that's going to be a good spot right there in the middle. Marshmallow. Goodness. Okay. And once they cool, and in the morning, we'll cut them up and have them for breakfast. We always do. So that's my recipe for how I make our Christmas morning Rice Krispie treats for breakfast. Love you all.